G'day YouTube, my name is Jay Plays, and today we'll be talking about seasons and climates in Cities Skylines 2. I'm not going to lie, I feel like after watching the feature highlights video and the dev diary video, I'm left with more questions than answers, and I feel like a lot of the community also feels this way. I've watched a few other creators voice their opinions about this topic as well, in particular Overcharged Egg, City Planner Plays, and Joy Builds Cities. So yeah, we're going to take a deep dive and we're going to break everything down. So let's do it.
Life in a thriving city can be a whirlwind. Sunny moments of joy and laughter can cloud over as stormier times roll in.
So I just want to start by saying I really love the difference between the sunny scene and this raining scene. I feel like the dynamic weather is looking really good.
It's impossible to forecast. Luckily, the weather in your city will be more predictable, as each map has a unique climate with reliable seasonal patterns.
Again, I really like how each map is different and each map has different seasonal patterns based on the climate. I feel like that's realistic and yeah, I like it.
Maps in Cities Skylines 2 are inspired by real-world locations, so your city's climate will be unique to that place. The climate dictates how each of the 4 seasons looks and feels.
So this is where the community is a little bit divided, and there's been a lot of talk about the trees not having any snow on them, which I feel like is a fair point.
But I want to point out one thing here that's really interesting. We've got a bunch of trees down here, and they look like summertime trees. All the leaves are on them, and this is something that I think is still very beta in the version of the game that we're looking at right now. So it seems like there are no leaves falling off trees. It seems like snow's not accumulating on trees, and it's not accumulating on a variety of textures.
Some concerns from today's footage is that the trees have no snow effect on them at all. Now I know in Cities 1 that was the total polar opposite. You couldn't detail at all with trees or greenery. In Snowfall it was abysmal. It always had the tragic little white bushes everywhere. But also in here to see no snow on the trees at all when it's actually snowing is a little strange. Hopefully that's just a missing texture.
The trees look the same no matter what, which to me is
right there you can see it.
Disappointing because, you know, not all trees would keep their leaves in the winter.
So yeah, I feel like these are all valid points, and I would love to see some sort of snow texture on the trees, just to make it a bit more immersive. Obviously, all of this will probably be fixed by the time the game launches, but I think it's a big talking point anyways because this is what we're seeing right now, and I think it's good that we're able to give the developers feedback. The game hasn't been released yet, so they still have time to implement these types of changes.
As one season gives way to the next, the length of the day will change. The amount of sunshine and cloud cover will too.
That's interesting. So the days are actually going to get shorter in the winter, which is really interesting. I didn't think it would go that deep with its climates and seasons mechanic.
And yeah, I agree with Egg. I really like how deep their gameplay mechanics are with seasons and climates. And I feel like seasons, climates, and weather all have a really big impact on your city, which is a positive thing.
I think the fact as well that each of the maps is going to have its own unique climate and it's not just copy and paste depending on its latitude is going to be really interesting and lead to quite a lot of us having different gameplay experiences, I think.
Temperatures will vary, and so will precipitation. Why is this so important? Well, weather will impact your city in different ways. Rainy, snowy, and sun-soaked days can pile pressure on your electricity grid.
And again, just having deeper gameplay mechanics tied to seasons and weather and climates just makes the city and the environment feel more alive and feel more realistic. Plus it adds an extra challenge to players managing a city and will be something which you'll have to consider when building.
Same for city services, which will need to respond. Like in winter, road maintenance crews power up plows to clear the road network of snow before it causes collisions. If city services don't respond in time or do what needs to be done, accident rates can rise with the knock-on effect of overstretching emergency crews. Seasonal weather also affects how people move around your city and where they spend their time. Parks will draw crowds when the sun is out, while restaurants, movie theaters, and other indoor spots will get busy fast when it rains.
I also really like this element of the weather having an impact on what your citizens do in their day-to-day lives. And again, this just adds to the depth of the gameplay associated with weather, climates, and seasons.
Of course, extreme seasonal weather can turn life upside down in a flash. You can help your city prepare for natural disasters with disaster control systems, but there's no stopping them. Your city might experience disasters with a lowercase d. That's when disasters cause traffic accidents that clog road networks. Disasters with a capital D are a whole lot more serious.
So there's been a lot of talk about tornadoes as well, and how there's a tornado right here with a clear and sunny sky. And yeah, I'm just like, where are the storm clouds? Where's the lightning? Where's the hail? At the very minimum, it should be in a cloudy, raining scene, not on a bright, sunny day. I feel like having it shown this way just makes it seem less significant when it should be a big event that impacts your city. So hopefully that will get fixed before release.
They impact city services and the local economy in the short and long term. As a city builder, it's up to you to help your city bounce back when nature is a bit extra. But for the most part, seasonal changes will be predictable. Winter will run its course and give way to spring, just as night will follow day. The day and night cycle connects to the calendar. When a day-night cycle ends, one calendar month will have passed. So every 24 hours, a month of the year will have come and gone. The seasons will change after 3 cycles. And after 12 cycles, it's time to start all over again.
I personally really like how they've structured the seasons and the cycles, and I feel like it's a good length to experience each season and the impact it has on your city. I do hope though that you'll be able to adjust the length of these cycles for those people that want that extra customization.
The citizens of your city will experience life's highs and lows like the shifting seasons. Good times and bad will come and go. By building your city's unique climate, you can create the backdrop for life lived to its fullest.
So that's the end of the feature highlights video, and I feel like there was a bit missing from this video. There was no mention of autumn, and we did not see any footage of this either.
And also, we didn't really see any autumnal footage, no trees turning to shades of orange, brown, red and gold, if you like, which is a little concerning. I hope that that is going to happen, because if you're going to do seasons and you don't pay respect to autumn of all of them, then you fucked up.
For me, I'm disappointed we really didn't see any indication of fall trees at all.
Not much chat about seasons in this one at all.
No.
This leads me to believe that it's probably unfinished and they're still working on it, but I guess only time will tell. They also released the dev diary for climates and seasons, but unfortunately no new information was really included in it. To be honest, it was a little bit lackluster compared to the other ones that we've gotten in the past, at least.
These dev insights are you normally get something cool and new and you learn something else, but I think this one, I mean, seasons are very straightforward, right? So
now, I do just want to say that there have been improvements that have been made to the game, and we can see this with the motorcycles. Originally, the motorcycles had no drivers on them, and now they do.
That we've got a motorcyclist right here with someone on the bike. So this is the first time that I've seen someone riding a motorcycle in the game, which shows me that this was made using a different build than maybe some of our previous Cities Skylines 2 videos that we've watched.
I will say the footage is very beautiful, and it's getting me excited for the very last dev diary, which is, I think, the camera and screen capture.
Oh, right.
I just want to finish this video by saying that I do agree that the game is looking amazing, and I'm also very much looking forward to creating my own cinematic videos for this game. I think any criticisms that are voiced by creators come from a place of love, because at the end of the day, we just want what's best for the game. But I'd like to know, what do you think about seasons and weather? Do you think there's room for improvement, or are you happy with how things are looking? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for watching another Cities Skylines 2 video. I'll see you next time.